Ladies and gentlemen, in the building, I'm here. Welcome once again to the one and the only. This is the Big Time Show that is being seen and heard live, Facebook, on YouTube, and on X or Twitter, whichever one you want to call it. I'm in the building. I'm live right now. What's going on? I hope you guys would come in and share the pages, let everybody know that the show is on, and hopefully we can have a little fun in here, because this is going to be fun, because the only way this show today is going to work is only if you help me. If you don't help me, then it's just going to be a total waste of time. So I need you guys to put your thinking caps on for a second, and we're going to have a little fun in here, hopefully. Not too long. I know this is not my regular time, but once again, My scheduling is completely off. My son has practice today, and so we're going to be have to be with him on tonight. So I can't come on in my regular 7 o'clock time. Hope you guys. I know it's been kind of way off lately, but that's just the way it is. Got to make adjustments. You got to be able to move with it. It's fluid. You understand? It's fluid. It changes. It does. And so I'm just trying to get in where I can fit in this doggy world of podcasting, where there are so many cowboy content creators, in particular my brothers and a few of my sisters of DC Universe. We are we're at it, so you got to get in where you fit in, and you'll be able to make things happen on that way. I want to let you guys know that things are about to pick up tremendously, not only for this show, my particular show, but the DC Universe as a whole. Boss Cowboy, the captain of the DC Universe, and that Big Game James, and of course Law is on fire, and Rome, and the Angry Cowboy fan, Amp, Sports, Henny, and Landlord. The list goes on and on. Stargazer. It's just too many of us. It's loaded. DMV. I'm sorry. The OC. I mean, it's about to get ignorant. Coach Marv. Good Lord. I mean, it's so many of us, and we're getting ready to crank this thing up because training camp is upon us. So there's going to be a whole lot to talk about in that. And with each week go by, really, to be honest with you, the football season is here for us, from training camp all the way to the Super Bowl. It's cowboy content time for real. So we better get ready for it. Hope you get ready for it. Listen, hit that like button for me if you don't mind. Hit that like button if you don't mind. And let's have some fun today. It's going to be a little fun show today. Hope you guys will participate because it's about to get kind of fun in here. All right. Whoever's on here, appreciate all you guys hanging with me. Let's go to work real quick. All right, Sniper, how you doing? Good to see you. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna rate a few positions here, because I have a high expectation by my prediction for the schedule this year for Cowboys. I still don't know how I got them there. And after today, I don't know how I'm going to say this, but I seriously got them at 12-5. I guess that means I'm a believer in a lot of things on this team to say that they're going to win 12 games. I mean, a lot, a whole lot of confidence. And so, but I want to rate the positions. A-Rod Prime. Okay, I don't know if they got anything to do with my show. I don't know if that's a spam guy or whatever, but hello, A-Rod Prime. The comment don't have nothing to do with my show, but I know how sometimes these people come in and they go to work like that. Okay. All right. Let's go to work. Listen, I want to rate some of these positions just to see where everybody's head is. And some of this stuff ain't going to make sense. Like I said, I'm saying 12-5. But when you start rating the positions and trying to see where everybody is, you kind of wondering, like, how did you come up with 12-5 when the depth chart is not that good? Or the perception is that it's not that good. And that's what we gotta kind of look at right now, okay? let's look at this real quick and let's just see where we are. Let's just see where we are. All right, let's play a game, and I'm giving you 3 ratings. I'm giving you 3 ratings to make your judgment off of, and I'm basing it off of cars. Okay, like cars. Okay, like number 1, if it's a A plus, we're gonna call that showroom floor. If it's neutral, we're gonna call that budget, like budget cars. You know what I'm saying? If it's great depth chart at a position, we're gonna say that's showroom floor. If it's the same, we're gonna say it's a budget. Then if it's just trash, we're gonna say that's auction cars. It's the car, but you the auction cars real cheap, flea market car. You understand what I'm saying? so let's try this, and let's just see what you feel about it. What's up, Studwood? I didn't know A-Rod Prime. I didn't know. Did you did that? You said you did into my super chat, A-Rod Prime. Did you just say that? I don't know if you did or not, because I ain't put it up there unless you already have. But since on that note, let me just say this: my super chat is $ the Big Time Show. $ the Big Time Show. That's what my super chat is. No, so I'm not using my cash app. It's $ the Big Time Show. And I'm looking at my phone now, A-Rod Prime. You ain't sent me that. I'm looking at it. I ain't got one notification, so you ain't sent me a penny. Now you may have sent it somewhere else. Oh, you say you did it through super chat. You ain't done it through super chat either, because if you did, it would have popped up right here on this right below your face there. So I know you ain't done that. So that's why I wonder about scam artists. That's why I wonder about it. That's why I said that. All right. We're number 1. If you feel like that this collection of the depth chart is pretty decent, then we're talking about a showroom floor collection. If you think it's neutral or all right, then we're talking about a budget. In other words, it's neutral, it's okay, it ain't about nothing, you know what it is. But then if we're talking about that it ain't good or trash, we're saying that group is a auction car, flea market, trash. You understand? That's what we're kind of saying on this. All right. So here we go. Let's go with the quarterback room, not the quarterback per se. The quarterback room. That's what I'm working with. So our collection of quarterbacks are very simply, as of right now, is Dak Prescott, Joe Milton, and Will Greer. That is our depth chart at quarterback so far. It is Dak Prescott, Joe Milton, Will Greer. I'm not asking for let me make it clear. I'm not asking, is Dak Prescott a showroom floor quarterback, or is he a budget quarterback, or is he an auction quarterback? I ain't asking about Dak. I'm asking about the total room as a whole. So a lot of that is going to be dependent upon how you really feel about Joe Milton, because you really probably everybody don't really care about Greer, but you got to factor him in because we've seen seasons where both our quarterbacks have went down. And the third quarterback, which was Dak, is actually had to come in and do the job. That's how Dak got the starting job. Tony Romo went down, Kellen Moore went down, and Dak had to take over. And of course, he's not let go of the job ever since. So it's fair. So what do you categorize as the quarterback, our quarterback room? Is it a showroom floor? Is it a budget or is it an auction? Let me see what y'all got to say. I ain't got that many, so let me see. I started off. I consider Dak by himself. I consider Dak by himself a I consider him. I should have came over with another category because he ain't budget. You know what I'm saying? He's above that. He's above budget. That's why. What's up, Kid Cowboy? But I only named 3. So it's either a showroom floor, a budget, or an auction. Auction being the last one. Auction the cheap cars that you buy for a couple $500 or a couple $1,000. And then the budget is kind of the neutral cars, the Honda Accords. Showroom floors are the Mercedes and, the Rolls Royces and all that. So what do you think of the quarterback room? The whole room. The room, not just one player, quarterback room. If you think that Joe Milton is a top-notch second string quarterback, then that has to count for something. If you think Will Greer is one of the best 3, number 3 quarterbacks, then that has to count for something. Now, of course, I'm quite sure you don't know all of the other teams' things, and that's fine. But as far as a group, I'm going to give them a budget. I'm going to give it a budget. I'm going to give the Cowboys quarterback room a budget. So that's the middle. Top being the showroom floor, the bottom being the auction, the middle being a budget. So I'm saying that the Cowboys, I'm saying they are a budget room as a whole, quarterback. Now, if you want to go individual, I'm going to give Dak whatever that. I didn't give a 4th option. But I think Dak is above a budget type quarterback. But I don't think he's a showroom floor. So I don't know what that. I didn't give it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give it another category for that. So I'm just gonna say whatever that is above a budget and between a showroom floor. I think Joe Milton, he has the ability to be probably one of the best number 2 quarterbacks, but we really don't know. I'm gonna need to see Joe Milton in preseason before I really can give him the real grade. I know what Will Greer is. Will Greer is a gunslinger type quarterback, and if he's hot, he's hot. If he's cold, he's cold. But I think that I'm thinking Joe is gonna have a pretty good preseason. And I think that because of that, I'm going to rate the quarterback room kind of a budget. Now, I'm basing off of this because I'm still having a hard time with myself saying that the Cowboys are going to win 12 games this year. And I done went down the schedule too many times, and I just can't. I don't feel it, but I just looked at it. I say they're going to win 12 games. Don't ask me how I get to it, but I just feel like that's what's going to happen. So a budget, our QB1 is above a budget and below a showroom. That'll get you a lot of wins. I ain't saying you're going to win the Super Bowl, but you can win the Super Bowl. It's just a lot of other stuff got to be right in order for it to happen. So that's what I feel about the quarterback room. Y'all put it down. What do y'all think it is? A showroom, a budget, or a auction? Auction being the last one. Auctions are cheap. It's a body of a car, but you can spend $500 on a car at an auction and do what you need to do there. Y'all drop it down real quick. Those that want to. I see Kid Cowboy, and he say he talking about the individual. I'm just talking about the total room as a whole. As a whole, just type that down. Type that down real quick. As a quarterback room, I'm assuming Kid Cowboy says we're not even a Buick. Well, you're wrong on that, Kid Cowboy. Well, if you're averaging out, then you're saying Milton. You're saying Milton and Greer are that bad because Dak is well above Buick. So we don't even argue that. I ain't fit to do that. And I'm glad I called out the quarterback first, Kid Cowboy, because after that you ain't got nothing else to say. Because this any chance you get to try to downplay Dak, you got it. So I started it off not knowing you were gonna be here. But started it off with the quarterback, so there we go. Said we're not even the Buick. I think that we are budget. I think Milton is gonna be good. I think that Greer is. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming, Keystone. Appreciate you coming, Keystone. I'm going with the room as a whole, not individual players. Because we start doing that, I'll be here all night. But I think as a room, I think that the quarterback room is a budget. Will Greer, even though there's not a lot on him, he does have experience. I mean, he's played. Not a lot, but he's played. Okay. And he knows offenses, not scared of the moment, kind of a gunslinger quarterback. And at a number 3 quarterback, that's really what you need. Because if he's scared and timid, I mean, you ain't got to change. I personally like Will Greer. I do. I think he does well for the time that we've seen him. Hey, Eric, how you doing? I'm gonna say that as overall, we're a budget room in the quarterback room. All right. I'm gonna share this screen with you guys. Hopefully, I can do that. I'm gonna share this screen. Hopefully, you guys can see this. And let's see. I hope you guys can see that. Okay. Oh, no, that's not good. That's about as good as it's gonna get. I don't know if you guys can see that. See it well enough. If not, I'm just gonna call it out. Type in if you can see that. Let me know if you can see that. See if you can see that and can read it. I know you can see it, but can you read it? My son is there, and my son says he can see it. So that's pretty good then. All right. So as you can see, I'm about to go up some more. So my son said he can read and see it. Let's go to the wide receiver room. Let's look at it. And you're going to see it there with those first 3 lines going from top to bottom. Here are our wide receivers so far. And it's counting in also, a lot of these guys are not going to make the team. Some of them are not going to make the team. And so what I'll do instead of doing all that, because some of y'all really don't know anything about some of these guys, I'm going to just count maybe the top 5 or 6 receivers or guys at least I know who's going to be on this team. Here's the wide receiver room according to what I just said. George Pickens, Jalen Told, CeeDee Lamb, Mingo, Turpin. And then right after that, it's a coin flip on who else gonna make the team. I just gave you 5. Jalen Brooks has a chance to make this team. Florida has a chance to make this team. I think Trayshawn Holden has a chance to make this team. I don't know about Campbell, Cropper, Harmon, Kelly. I don't know about those guys. I'm just gonna stick with the 5. I know one more gonna make the team, but let's just stick with the 5. Pickens, Tolbert, Lamb, Mingo, Turpin. Those 5 receivers. Is that showroom floor? Is that budget? Or is that auction? I think we can eliminate auction. My opinion, starting off CD Lamb and Pickens by themselves, that's showroom floor. The wild card is Turpin and how good he is. We all know how good he is as a kick returner. He's an all-pro. So we know that. But as a receiver, he's not showroom floor, but he got showroom floor speed. And he makes plays, and he has made plays. So I don't think that he's definitely not auction. But I think that he's probably a little bit above a budget, but he's definitely not showroom floor as a wide receiver now. Mingo, I think he's budget. And Tolbert, I think he's budget. So I got 2 budgets. I got 2 showroom floors and Pickens and Lamb. And I think Turpin is above a budget, but not nowhere near a showroom floor. So again, I think that if you do the averages on at least what I said, I think you had to grade my analysis as a budget wide receiver room. I got 2 superlatives, then I got 2 okay guys, Mingo and Tolbert. And Turpin is a little bit above that. So I don't know where I should have made up another category in between a showroom floor and a budget. But I think that's probably where the Cowboys are. What do you have to say about it? Let's see if Kid Cowboy. What's going on, Ken? What's going on, everybody? The way we're doing it, we're grading by my standards, which is a showroom floor being the best position groups, a budget kind of stable in the middle, and auction cars being the worst. Them auction cars are cheap. They cheap. They just something to get you on the road. Just trash. I think the wide receiver room, based off of what I'm saying, I know you're looking at the depth chart there, what they have. I'm just giving off the first 5 receivers, who I think the first 5 are. That's CD Lamb, George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert, and Kevontae Turpin. I believe those, and of course Jonathan Mingo. I think those 5 would be definitely on the team, which means you probably got room for only maybe 1 more, maybe. Everybody else going to be on practice squads or either going to be cut. And I think that the room is a budget type room. Not because Lamb and Pickens are budget. I got them as showroom floor wide receivers. But I think Tolbert, Mingo are budget. And I think Turpin is a wild card. He's somewhere between the showroom floor, not close to it, and the budget. I think he's above a budget. I think he's above a budget because of his ability to make plays and his speed, which is different. I think that you got to count him a little bit more than just a budget type dude. Y'all ain't answering me, so if y'all don't answer, I'm just gonna keep moving on. I think that that's the case. I think we're a little bit in the wide receiver room, just above a budget, slightly. All right. Keystone, I'm gonna skip to him since he brought it up. Let's go to the defensive tackle position. Let's go to the defensive tackle. And let's see where we at. So if you're looking at it, it's the NT and DT that you see there. The NT and go across from left to right, and you'll see exactly where we are. Um, so as you can see, nose tackle, Mozzie Smith. Behind Mozzie is Jay Tua, kid from UCLA that we just got. Then Tommy, I can't even pronounce his last name, but there you go. Then Denzel Daxon. Then you have Olsey, Solomon Thomas, Ernest Brown the fourth, and then Pion Winfrey, the kid from the from the XFL, who was all XFL, but he's XFL, and as you can see by the depth chart, he's last on the list there. So you see the depth chart as of now. Some of these guys, of course, are not going to make the team, but I'm not even counting it. I want to count the top four. That's Mozzie, Jay Tua, OC, and Solomon Thomas. Just do those four. Out of those four, what are we ranking them as? Showroom floor group, budget group, or auction group? Based off of what I'm looking at, I'm going to say that we are a budget, but we leaning toward auction. And so I'm at the lower end of a budget because OC is a real good football player. Mozzie is okay. Solomon Thomas was okay in his day, but he's just older, so we don't know what this version is. But, we ain't expecting no Pro Bowl level, I don't think, from him, or you shouldn't be at least. He's just a solid piece that you can depend on. Jay Tua, we don't know nothing about him yet. He's a rookie. So it's kind of hard to judge him. He could be a real good ball player, but as of now, we can't really can't say about him. We know OC, we know Mozzie, and I guess we know Solomon Thomas too. At the time, he's a good, solid depth player. So I'm gonna say we're kind of a budget type room when it comes to DT. We got to get better on that because of this. Unless one of these guys in the back, like Pion Winfrey, come out and take a spot, or of course if we trade and get somebody, then I think we're not good really at the DT position. Since Pete Stone wanted to talk about that, we got to get some help there, if you ask me. And I don't think that the help is on this roster right now. I don't think the help is on this roster at all. I don't know if that's good enough to even get us by. I don't know if that's good enough to get us by. Because to be honest with you, I done said it so many times. I've seen what I need to see out of Mozzie and OC together. I've already seen. I got plenty of tape that shows what they are. I've seen them get pushed around. I've seen them, and with them both there, we still are asking the same questions, like when we gonna get somebody that can stop the run, and that's with OC and Mozzie playing. So we already know the story on that now. OC, with all due respect, OC is a playmaking defensive tackle. He'll get you 4-5, 4-6 sacks. He'll get you that. I'm cool with that. But they ain't stopping the run though. I gotta have somebody that's gonna be able to stop the run. And I don't know what OC really gonna bring to the table. I don't know. He might have bulked up some. He might be ready to stop stuff. I don't know. Mozzie, it's it for him, for me at least. If I don't see some type of improvement where he's clogging up the holes. I ain't expecting him to make tackles. I'm not expecting him to get any sacks, really. A lot of sacks. I'm not expecting that. But as far as doing the job that we drafted him to do, if he's not clogging up holes, if he's not stuffing up the run on a consistent basis, then we'll be looking to draft another DT in the draft this year. I have no doubt about that. None. At all. As far as everybody else goes, the jury is still out. What y'all think? Auction, budget, or showroom floor? See what y'all saying. I can't see y'all. I'm stuck. Am I stuck? Oh, I haven't blasted off. Okay, I don't know what's going on. All right, something's going on here. My stuff. I see that. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. We're not looking good on one tick, so it might be auction. And if we are that, then I don't understand how, somebody may say, well, if you saying we like that and we really ain't improved the situation, how in the world you think we gonna stop the run? That's a real good question. That's a real good question, because when we've gotten better in another area, we just didn't address the area that really needed to be addressed. And that is the one tech, that's really defensive tackle as a whole. When we get past OC, okay, what is the depth like? You know what I'm saying? Once you get past the starters, which probably would be Mozzie and OC starting off, what is the depth like? And I'm not sure we really, are ecstatic about the depth chart as far as defensive tackles go. And so we really stuck with that same issue, right? Like, can we stop the run? Same question every year. Ain't been fixed yet. But what we do is put Band-Aids on it by going to get a whole bunch of pass rushers. So when we start talking about pass rushers, when we start talking about the room of the Cowboys, I think for sure that when it comes to that, is you go up and look at our pass rush. Okay, I believe that we as a group, when you see the name Dante Fowler, and you got Sam Williams, and you got the rookie Donovan, he's a Raku. Then you come down a notch and you go to the right D in the fourth column, and you got Parsons, then you got Marshawn Nealon, then you got Peyton Turner the entire week. Okay, I'm almost figuring that all of those guys, maybe with the exception of maybe one, would not make, whoever this Villian dude on the top line, I don't think he's going to be there. Tyrus Wheat, I don't think he's going to be there. Peyton Turner, the jury's out on him, but Peyton is a playmaker. We know that. Everybody else probably going to make this team. Nealon, of course, Parsons, Fowler, Sam Williams, Raku. Those guys are going to make the team. And once you think about that, Fowler, Williams, Sam Williams, Donovan Raku, Parsons, Marshawn Nealon, Peyton Turner. Okay. That's a pretty good group. And that's the Band-Aid group. That's what happens when you don't have a bunch of DTs. You don't have a bunch of defensive tackles. That's what happens. Now you put the Band-Aid on by going to get a whole bunch of pass rushers. That's what we always do. We always going to get a whole bunch of pass rushers and never address the real issue at hand. The real issue at hand is, can we finally get some defensive tackle? Pass rushers we always have, and we got them again this year. That's a lot of sacks when you add it all up. That's a lot of sacks when you add it up. Fowler's a double-digit sack guy. Sam Williams is somewhat of a borderline. He if he can finally stay healthy, he's gonna get close. He's a Raku we don't really know about yet. You know, at Boston College, he was the man. We know that. Parsons, a double-digit sack guy. Nealon might get you 5 to 6. Peyton Turner, history shows that he can get you close to 10. That's a lot of sacks, man. So to me, I'm going to give them, I wish I had another category. I can't say. I'm going to give them, actually, as a whole, I'm going to give them a showroom floor. Because that ain't too many teams that got this. Pass rushers like this. There aren't too many teams that have that amount of pass rushers and good ones. Good ones. I can actually see this team being one of the leaders in the league in sacks. As if we can stop the run. Lord have mercy. If we can get the third and long, this team is going to do some damage. And I'm saying a showroom floor group only because Fowler and Parsons by themselves, when you can, pretty much year by year get double-digit sacks per year, you're pretty good. And Fowler and Parsons can do that by themselves. That's showroom floor type material. And I believe Sam Williams going to step it up big this year. So I'm going to give them a showroom floor grade based off the group. And I feel like we got 2 showroom floor guys in Parsons and Fowler. Now, Fowler ain't on Parsons level, but double-digit sack guy is a double-digit sack guy. So that means they got to count for something. All right? Everybody else is going to be somewhere between that 6 and 10 range. And if you can get, if you get another double-digit guy close to it, I mean, that's awesome. So I'm with it. I'm going on record. That's, as a group, this is how they try to make up for the Band-Aid of not getting defensive tackles by putting sacks on the board. And true to form is they've done it again. They didn't address the defensive tackle position, but they did address pass rush, and they've done a real good job at pass rush. It ain't no question about that. So I'm going to give that's my first showroom floor grade. Let me see if y'all doing it. Let me see if y'all agree. Just because Kid Cowboy, just because Fowler was not good enough for Washington to keep, don't mean he ain't good. Come on now. He got you 10 sacks last year. Double digit. Can I interest you in one man that'll get you double digit sacks in a year? I mean, I just said as a group. I think that is. Double digit, you get double digit sacks. You to me, that's pretty good. It may not be good enough for you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying for me. You have to say something. You have to account for a man that get you double digit sacks, and he does it almost every year. So he's a problem. In other words, I'll take that. I'm just saying he's double digit guy. So now because there's going to be so much time split, I don't know if Fowler may get double digits this year. I don't know because they wanted to draft. That's why. You think he's a little older. Plus, they got some more free agents. Washington went in and got some more free agents. Guys. That's why. Still don't negate the fact that he's a double-digit sack guy. For whatever reason why. Washington let him go, and he's a double-digit sack guy. Whatever the reason is. Still got you 10 sacks. I'll take that. And he's a consistent guy at gotta look at it. He's a problem. Yeah, he is. Go one-on-one with him, and then you come back and tell me. He's a problem. He's a problem. You don't know your guys, kid Cowboy. Just because people get rid of folks, that don't mean they ain't good. Come on now. Just keep that in mind. He was a 10 sack guy here. What you saying? You don't believe it? Go look at it. Okay. Let me pull it up for you because you one of those ones you just got to show you because you one of those guys. See, one thing about you, I ain't gonna argue with you. Once I show you what he did, then you can't argue then, right? Other than say, you sound like President Trump or somebody. It's rigged. Good Lord. Let's see here. Let's see if I'm wrong, first of all. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. He's not a 10 sack guy when he was here. But let me show you this, kid Cowboy. Let me get you this. Go on there, rep. You one of those guys, so you can stop with your nonsense. What am I looking at? I'm gonna do that one. Then I'm gonna do this. Ready, kid Cowboy? This is Dante Fowler. Go up so you can see it. Dante Fowler, right there. Back with the Cowboys. And I just want you to see what he's done. Why is my screen freezing? All right. Been at 616. I need you to look right here. Come on down to the SK. Go all the way down to SK. I don't know if you can see my cursor. I doubt you can, but SK, which is there. All right. Jacksonville, okay. Sacks, which stands for sacks, obviously. Come on down. Once you get past the tackles, go to the tackle category, go to the left, SK, sack. 4 in 2016, obviously. Only started one game, got 4 sacks. He played 16 games, that's over there. He never started a game in 2017, but he played in all 16, and he got 8 sacks. Started in 18, 6 games, had 4 sacks. He was hurt in 18 again, 2 sacks again. Then he went to the Rams in 18. He got traded. and only had 8 games, had 2 sacks, learned the system, and then the very next year, once he learned the system, 16, see, he had 11.5 sacks. So getting to the quarterback ain't a problem for this dude. Then he went to Atlanta. Only had 3 sacks that year, 4.5 the next year. Dallas, you're right. He only had 6. It was as high as 4. But look right here, Kid Cowboy. You say, look, Washington, which was last year. You see it for yourself. He had 10.5 sacks. I was wrong. He had 10.5. You don't think that ain't good? Got 55 sacks in 9 years. So he's averaging 6 sacks a year. I'll take that. If you do an average on his whole year, so that's 8 years, he's averaging 60 sacks a year. I'll take it. Please understand that. He got 10.5 last year. So now that you see that, let me go back because you hard-headed, because I guarantee you, I ain't even looking at comments. I ain't even looking at them right now. Then let me go back. Go back. There it is. Washington, 2024. Washington, 10.5 sacks. I didn't even get to the pressure. So see, I guarantee you the pressures is off the chain. I guarantee that's it. Let me move over a little bit so you can see something else. I mean, come on now. 10.5 sacks. That's so that you're not interested in that. You're not interested in that? Yeah, got one. It's a lot of sacks, Doc. Huh? So as a whole, like I said, even if your second and third string guys give you that type of production, I'm taking it. He's a double-digit sack guy. Like I said, see it right there, 10.5. And I knew you were going to come up with an excuse. You said 17 games. Look, it's hard to get sacks unless you one of them real special guys. 10.5 sacks, double-digit guy, that's commendable. That's something to talk about. He's a double-digit sack guy. Bottom line. Between him and Parsons alone, that's almost, let me see, Parsons had what, 15? It's 25 sacks between 2 people. I think any team in the league will take that. It ain't no question about it. None. That's just 2 of the guys. Everybody else I name going to at least give you 3 to 4. Minimum. I think somebody else going to get more than that. I think Sam Williams going to get more than that. I like the group. As a group, stopping the run, possibly. Nealon takes care of the edge. Sam Williams can play the edge on as far as the run goes. Pass rushing is off the chain. Yeah. I'm going to get that showroom floor. Let's go to corner real quick. Let me stop sharing that. Let me go to corner. Let me go to corner. Go to corner real quick. Let's go to corner. All right. If you come down to LCB, and then slide down maybe about 2 spots, you see RCB. Right cornerback, left cornerback. Let's go. Trayvon Diggs, he's not playing. Bell, Tim Booth, CJ Goodwin. Okay. Other corner down is Kyer Elam, Carson, Butler. I don't even count everybody else. Okay, so I got Diggs. It's hard to count. It's hard to count Diggs because we don't know when and if he playing or whether you figure he is gonna play, but when I can't even count that. But when he does play, he's pretty good. We all know that. So I'm just gonna act like he will be playing eventually. So too many unknowns here. We don't know about Ravel. We don't know about Kyer Elam. Carson is coming off an injury. Ravel is coming off an injury. Deron Bland, of course, is there. And they got him listed as a nickelback, which is right below Karan Elam. Bland is an all-pro, so he's showroom floor automatically. Booth is trash. The third on the LCB, trash. Butler, trash. Carson, decent. Ravel, don't know. Karan Elam, don't know. Diggs, when he plays, he's real good. I'm gonna say we're a budget cornerback room. Yeah. I ain't counting all the ones who I know ain't gonna play or I know they're gonna be practice squad guys. Josh Butler may be a practice squad guy this year. I can't see no higher than a budget, and then I'm almost borderline auction for the cornerback room. I'm almost there. Seriously. Our corners are not, which is what I think would be one of our weaknesses, along with the defensive tackle, because of the unknowns and guys are not there. Like, for instance, since we know Diggs is not starting off the year, and Ravel, we don't know if he's playing, and then he's coming off of ACL himself. We don't know if he's right. But let's just say when he doesn't play, then who's going to line up? Obviously it's going to be Bland. So somebody else had to play nickel. But I got confidence in Bland. I just don't know about Kyer Elam at all. I don't know. So I don't think we're hitting too good. I don't think we're here. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. I just don't know. I don't know. I can't give this cornerback room proper credit because it's just way too many unknowns. The only cornerbacks that I'm sure of one way or the other, I'm not sure about Diggs. Even when he comes back, we don't know how his body's going to respond. I don't know about Ravel because we don't know how his body's going to respond. I know about Booth. He's horrible. He's horrible to me. Kyer Elam, I don't know. I just don't know. Kalen Carson, he's decent. He was having a pretty good year before he got hurt. But we don't know how he gonna respond. So there's too many hurt guys that's coming off injuries, major knee injuries. Come on now. Butler got hurt, if I'm not mistaken, too, but he wasn't really doing nothing too good. The only person for sure I'm sure about is Bland, Deron Bland. That's it. I'm not sure about everybody else. I can't. Let me change it. We auction. I'm sorry. We auction that cornerback. We auction. That's the lowest tier. We're not hitting on nothing in the cornerback room. Now, there are some things that the Cowboys could do that could change my perspective, but it ain't gonna change it a whole lot. But I'll give it back to a budget, and that is, you go give me Gilmore. Well, we're better. How much better? I don't know, but we're definitely better. Definitely better if you go get them. So that this group here to me, and I be to y'all. To me, this group is just as bad as the defensive tackle. Now, because there's a few unknowns, and if they play well, then of course everything changes. If Kyer Elam plays well, it helps us out tremendously. If Ravel, who's closer to it than Diggs, in my view, if Ravel comes out and plays lights out as a rookie, look out. Hey. And a lot of this stuff is going to be answered in training camp. Like if you know your quarterbacks are trash, then you got to do something. You ain't got to be waiting. We're going to wait till things turn around. No, you got to make a move now. All right. So again, cornerback room, auction. That's the way I feel. Tamika, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Thanks for popping in on. I'm just talking right now. I ain't really doing nothing too much. The categories are showroom floor. The next one underneath that is a budget. And the last one is auction. Auctions are cheap and all that type of stuff. So what I'm doing is just grading position based off the depth chart, not the individual, but the depth chart as a whole. And I'm calling out guys who I think are going to make the team. I'm not doing it all because a lot of these guys are going to be practice squad guys. A lot of them going to get cut. So that's what I'm going with. So the cornerback room, I think, is auction because there's just way too many unknowns, too many guys that have been hurt that's coming back or will be back later. And I'm not sure how we're going to really respond to that. I really don't know. All right. Let's go back to this one then, which I think is a bright spot. And that is the linebacker. All right, look at it down here again. Let me try to get this off. Y'all forgive me, stuff keep popping up. I'll go with WLB, MLB, which is in the center of it. Then those are your linebackers. All right. We have Marin Overshown, who I don't think is playing at all. They got him listed as number one, but obviously he's not going to be there. Then you have Leo Fowl behind him. Shamar James, who I think is going to make the team, the rookie that we drafted from Florida. I believe he's going to make the team. Buddy Johnson, I don't think he's going to make the team. And Justin Barron, I don't think he's going to make the team. Or some of them will be practice squad. Right under that is Ken Murray Jr., Jack Sanborn, and Damone Clark, and then Darius Harris, who I don't think is going to make this team at all. I don't see that. So really, the linebackers that are going to make this team are Overshown, not going to play. Leo Fowl, Shamar James, Murray, Sanborn, and maybe Damone Clark. Maybe Damone Clark. Maybe Damone Clark. I'm going to say we budget. For the linebacker room. I like the linebackers, actually. I think the linebackers are pretty good. I think they're solid. I don't think there's Pro Bowl, but they ain't far from it. Kenneth Murray is a dog, just in case y'all don't know that. Kenneth Murray put a hat on you, he crazy. He lights out. He will knock you in the next week. He's that type of dude. You can fool him though if you look at the tape because he's heavily aggressive. You got to kind of watch him. He can be fooled, a lot of play action sometime, and counter runs and stuff like that. He'll go one way when he'll go the other way. But I like Murray. Sanborn is a professional linebacker. He does it all. He just get overshadowed by the better linebacker. He's always in the right position. He knows he takes on blocks. He'll knock you in next week. He's good in pass coverage. He's the quarterback of the defense. He can line people up. He always had the green dot on his helmet. I don't know if he'll have it this year. Murray's used to having the green dot on his helmet as well. So I love Sanborn and Murray together. Love it. If Overshown is healthy, then we talking about another whole different ball game then. Overshown is special. He's a playmaker. He Overshown is serious business. Leofow is an animal. Leofow is almost remind me of Troy Polamalu, the Pittsburgh Steelers great safety. The world, he'll be in the Hall of Fame, obviously. Well, he is in the Hall of Fame. Troy, he just an animal on defense, just everywhere, Tasmanian devil type dude. Leofow is a different, he can make a lot of plays. I like him. The linebacker room gonna be straight. If Damone Clark makes his team, I ain't mad, but I also am not mad if he does not make the team. Damone can play. The jury is still out on Shamar James, but if you looked at his college tape, Shamar James is a very good linebacker, a headhunter. So I like the aggressiveness of the linebacker room. I like him. I'm gonna give them a budget. They ain't even close to an auction. They're leaning toward, as a group. Well, I ain't gonna say that. They just budget. They budget. I like them. I can win with that. So on defense, I said the linebackers and the defensive ends is pretty good. We can work with that. The defensive tackles ain't worth a dime to me. And I know we got Osi, but I saw Osi get ran over last year. I got plenty of tape to show that. Mozzie Smith, same thing. So I ain't impressed. Unless they done had a real moment where they stepped it up a notch over the offseason, they much better. So we just have to see that. Cornerback room is shaky to me. So I'm worried about our defense. Now, y'all may not like what I'm saying, but I'm trying to be honest. I'm worried about our defense because if the cornerbacks are this weak, then we already know how we're going to get attacked. If we can't stop the run and can't stop the pass, that's your cornerbacks and that's your defensive tackles. That don't sound too good. I know y'all don't like it, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Williams says Clark may make. That's why I said I don't know if he make the team. Some of you guys gonna make the team because of special teams. It's good. And then of course, as William is saying here, we got a great defensive coordinator. And he'll make them better, but how much better? I have full confidence in the linebackers. That's without Overshown playing. I got confidence in the linebackers right now. I do. I would really, if I was to do starters, since Overshown is not here, I'm very happy if my starting linebackers, your strong linebacker, your weak linebacker, and your middle linebacker. I'm very happy if Sanborn, Murray, and Leofow are my starting linebacker. I'm very happy. I got 3 guys that's gonna knock your head off. I got Sanborn, who's always in the right spot. Murray is most of the time in the right spot. Downhill type dude. And then I got Leo Fowl who plays like Overshown. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with the linebacker. If that's my starting, if that's my starting three, I'm saying let's play football. What's up, Jerome? I see you, man. It's the Cowboy Nation in the building. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him. I'm saying Leo Fowl and Overshown, the way they play is very similar. Both of them are explosive. Both of them make plays. Both of them make them ooh hits like ooh. You know, I'm serious. These guys, I'm talking about can be a difference. I'm cool with them. A lot of y'all ain't seen Sanborn. Y'all ain't pull up the tape. Sanborn is a real good linebacker. I'm telling you that right now. If you tell me those are my three linebackers, I'm good. You know, based off of what we have, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with it. I ain't got no problem with it. So my problem on defense is defensive tackles and corner. If you would ask me what the worst is, I really believe it's because of the unknown and injuries. It's got to be cornerback. It's got to be. It's got to be. Let's look at the depth chart one more time. Y'all see that? Let's look at the depth chart. Look at the depth chart. Look at the corners. Right CB at the bottom, NB, which is nickelback, and then go up about 2 or 3, and that's LCB, which is left cornerback. Well, when you look at left cornerback, right out the top, the first two, Trayvon Diggs and Revelle, I mean, Trayvon ain't gonna play for a while, and we don't know about Revelle, who coming off of ACL himself. It ain't even been a full year for him. It ain't been a full year. So what do we have there? So I don't know. That's too much of an unknown. And so you figure that Deron Bland was gonna be your other cornerback, and you know he's all pro, so he's showroom flow type dude. So we ain't worried about him. But Kyer Elam, I don't know about Kyer. I don't know if he right. I don't know if he's good. I don't know. I don't know what he is. And if you go with, Carson is coming off an injury. The bag up to him. Butler is coming off an injury. Booth, I know I don't know why they killed on the Booth. As far as right behind Revelle, Booth is trash. I mean, I'm saying he's not a good player to me, not a good corner at all. So the cornerback room to me is real shaky, which is why a lot of us are saying, look, can we go get Gilmore? You can get Gilmore. Gilmore is better, I mean, than 3 or 4 of them right now off the top. You know, some people are saying that, Israel Mukuamu can play corner. Some about folks saying Y.A. Thomas can play corner. I don't know about all that. I'm not saying they can't, but until they are playing cornerback, then I ain't giving it to them. In fairness not in fairness, but I will say something about Y.A. Thomas. Y.A. Thomas, every time he on the field, good things happen. He make plays from the safety position, but I don't know what he do as a corner. I don't know. So cornerback is real shaky. So let's look at it again one last time, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. From the cornerback position, I think we auction. Remember the choices. Showroom floor being the top, budget being kind of in the middle, and auction is the last. Because auction cars are cheap. Cornerback room is cheap. It's not good to me. Defensive tackles, I say they budget, but it's teetering on on auction. Only because I've already seen Osi and Mozzie together, and the tape says they get pushed off the ball easy. And I understand Mozzie was weight was lower. I understand Mozzie has gained his weight back, but until I see Mozzie plug up some holes on a consistent basis, I can't give him credit. He just okay. You know what I'm saying? I know what Osis gonna give me at least 4 to 5, 6 sacks. I get that. But as far as stopping the run, I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. And if you can't stop the run and you ain't got no good cornerbacks, then what kind of defense do you have? Somebody help me on that. I'm serious. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm cool with the linebacker position. I'm cool with the linebackers. I'm cool with the linebacker. I'm cool with the linebackers. I can't give nowhere. I can't get nothing else. No a good grade. But that's what training camp for. We'll see. We'll see a little bit in the preseason, a little bit. We'll see a little bit. I ain't want to go really to offense. I just did a couple of them. But y'all understand what I'm saying? You know, when you answer the question, you almost got to go back and say, okay, really, what did the Cowboys really do this offseason to improve the football team? See, I already know. See, we excited about Pickens. But see, those are Band-Aids. Pickens is a Band-Aid, a real good one. Pickens and Lamb together hides that you really didn't do nothing for the running back room. We got a collection of number 2 running backs. That's all we got. We got a whole collection of number 2 running backs. That's what we got. If you don't believe me, go to the depth chart. Let's look at it. All number 2 running backs. Go back up. Here we go. Look at your running backs. Javion Williams, that's a number 2 running back. Miles Sanders, that's a number 2 running back. Jury's still out on Jadon Blue. We don't know. Jury's still out on Phil Maffa. We don't know. Deuce Vaughn, number 2, number 3 running back. Hunter Lemke. Man, come on now. Sound like a collection of number 2. No, not a one starter in the running back room. We don't know about Jadon Blue yet, so we can't say he's a number 1 running back. We don't know about Phil Maffa yet. We don't know. But I do know Javonte Williams is not. Miles Sanders is not. So we got a bunch of number 2s who going to be acting like number 1s. It's going to be a depth chart, everything. And I'm saying like, But Pickens and Lamb together are Band-Aids for the running game. See, we address the issue, but we don't address the issue. We address the issue, but we address it in a backwards way. It's kind of like going into surgery and you going in to have surgery on your hand, but they operate on your foot. It addresses an issue, but it's not the issue that you went in for. We still didn't address the running back room. We still didn't address the defensive tackle room. We still didn't address the cornerback room. To me, you addressed it, but you addressed it with injured players. It just don't. So really, to be honest with you, what did we really do in the offseason? What did we really do in the draft? What did we really do? I mean, seriously. Everybody say about Pickens, but we done forgot about what did we really do? We really didn't do nothing. We gonna try to score 30 since you got Pickens on there. We gonna try to score 30 on you, and we very well could. But we really didn't address the running back room. We didn't address the cornerback room. We didn't address the defensive tackle room. Not really. We didn't address that. The training camp gonna answer a lot of questions. That's all I can say. Man, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. I know this is not my day, not my time, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off, man. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Turn all the notifications on for me. You'll know exactly when I'm coming on. When you do that, share it again. Hit that like button for me if you guys don't mind. I need about 10 likes individually from all you guys if you can. Just hit the like button for me, smash it real quick. I would appreciate it so much. I realize that a lot of the brothers on, I know Skywalker is on. I'm quite sure he got a huge crowd. Probably some of my crowd is over there too. But it is what it is, a dog world in this podcasting world. I'm telling you, we only have so many hours, and a lot of people come on at the same time. It's kind of splitting views and all that type of stuff. So, but it's all good. We're going to see you again. Hey, turn the notifications on for the Big Time Show wherever you're watching from. And we're going to get it done. We'll see you guys probably Sunday night, y'all. Turn on the notifications. We'll see you on Sunday night for the one and an only. This has been, that's right, the Big Time Show.